What's up, everybody? It's your boy back again with another certified hood classic, or if you're from the motherland, tudo beleza, you know what I'm saying. I'm hoping y'all having a pretty grand ass, good ass day. As for me, I'm here to talk about something serious. I'm here to talk about crime. The number one thing in this world us as humans cannot commit. There's no shoplifting, no fraud, no jaywalking, no speaking French, and all these other sorts of things you just can't do because they'll put you right there in prison. But recently, humanity's been on a bit of a turn, now actually deciding to download that car. See, piracy has become a pretty popular topic in today's era of entertainment for a multitude of reasons. The main one being the fact that shit has become a little too expensive, and I can't afford to pay for 10 different TV subscriptions just to be able to watch 2 different shows and 1 sports team. And when it comes to the music business, leaks have become the new way to get anything from an artist if they don't feel like dropping anything themselves. Now, don't get me wrong, leaks have always been a thing for as long as the internet has existed, but I think what changes between then and now is the accessibility we have on today's era of the internet, because you can find leaks damn near anywhere now, including places such as online internet forums, Discord, Telegram, or Twitter, or if you actually give a shit, you'd call it X, but whatever. And now I know what the title says, and I know some of y'all in there, you're probably gonna get a little bit mad or whatever, you know, but listen, okay, just let me cook. The stove is still hot, the kitchen hasn't burnt down yet. So if there's one thing I've realized about humans, or that one thing that anybody could have realized about us as humans, is that we like free shit. If there is a cheaper or free alternative towards something, we will happily seek it out. Why buy NFL Red Zone when you can just find a streaming site online? Why pay for Spotify Premium when you can just get a modded APK? Or why get Premiere Pro when you can just download it from an illegitimate source online? And with the constant delays in music from artists such as A$AP Rocky, Kanye West, and the notorious Playboi Carti, it's no surprise that people have gained impatient and decide to just drop the music themselves. Now, of course, this does have maximum consequences with minimal reward, but that all just depends on what you want out of it. Like, we all remember Kid Bob, right? The notorious leaker who's now serving a lengthy prison sentence at only just 19 years old. That guy actually made a substantial amount of money leaking tracks from some of the biggest names in the rap game, including Lil Uzi, Playboi Carti, and Juice WRLD. Even though I feel like leaking Juice WRLD tracks is kind of cheating, because this dude could literally slap his dick on a wall for 3 minutes straight and his fans would still buy the 15K group buy. Now, as I just told you, music leaks, they do have a pretty clear pro and con. You can get a lot of money for the risk of going to jail for a very long time. But there's also the issue in which it can affect the artist directly as well. See, the problem that labels and artists would also have with leaks as well is the fact that it can affect both their money and their creative process. Like, let's say you're working on an album for months to years even, thinking that it'll be the greatest thing since sliced bread. It would suck to have it be released early by some 15-year-old kid who spends a little bit too much time online. And since there's so many leakers out there, it's not like every music artist can just pull up to somebody's house and just smack the shit out of them, But when it comes to the fault of leaks, who do we even blame? Do we blame the leaker, the artist, or the label? Or do we just blame everybody? Because with the leaker, of course, it's not okay to take somebody's creative property and release it on your own accord for your own monetary gain. But with the artist, there tends to be an issue in which they like to play keep away with their own music as a way to build hype, and they just end up shooting themselves in the foot. And in the label's case, they also tend to be big players into why an artist might or might not even release an album, usually because they tend to hold back a lot of albums. For example, like with Fetty Wap and King Zoo, and that can also lead to an issue in which it can affect the artist's hype and traction at the time being, and it could put a big risk on their career when all the fans want is just the music, But on the contrary, leaking music can also be a way to help kickstart the hype of an artist's career. Prime example being the Kid Cudi leak from Playboi Carti back in like 2019 that blew up all over the internet. I don't think I've ever seen a leak do as much work for an artist's career as Kid Cudi did since Jai Paul's album released over a decade ago. And when you look at Carti's career today and the persona he has now, it seems that unreleased tracks are the main thing sort of keeping his career afloat. Adding popular leaks such as Problem Child with Travis Scott alongside his Instagram drops of, let's say, Ketamine or Hood by Air, and now we have one of the most unpredictable album rollouts in hip-hop history. But in conclusion, I just say all this to say crime is okay, even if it is at the risk of your own well-being and the financial stability of the artist that you want to support. And in today's economy, everything is expensive and the wages are increasing, and as far as it goes with music, time waits for nobody, and so shouldn't album releases. Oh, but leaks prevent the album from dropping. Bro, we've been waiting for this album for years. At this point, it either drops or it doesn't. Oh, but the artist loses money. Yeah, and I lose money every day paying for a degree I don't even use. At this point, I became so removed from album rollouts, I don't care if you drop the damn album on DatPiff for $5, I'll still find a way to get it for free. But you know who we can really blame all these problems on at the end of the day? capitalism, because all problems lead back to capitalism. The more the prices raise and the more wages stay stagnant, and now we got people getting more creative with how they get their entertainment without having to pay a dime. So fuck music subscriptions, album delays, music labels, pretentious artists, McDonald's without the app, Huddle House, and the entire opium label. But that's all I gotta say for this video, really. I mean, hopefully you did like it, because I feel like this could have been an email, but whatever. I gotta go watch Sporting lose another match and then beg Ruben Amorim to come right back to Portugal. I mean, Ruben, if you're watching this, what are you doing? You don't need to be in England. They don't even like you. We need one Champions League. We're not even in a Club World Cup because you'd rather put Messi's bitch ass in there. But I'll see you guys. Peace.